Alright, how's it going, everybody? There's been a lot of discourse in the Tekken community about one and dones and pluggers, and just a whole bunch of people who are supposedly cheating. The pluggers definitely are cheating, but one and doners, I think, are fine. I don't think one and dones are that big of a deal. Me personally, I don't one and done people, but whenever I get one and done, I don't start scratching at my eyeballs and tearing my sheets apart. Like, it's not that big of a deal. The reason I don't see this as a big of a deal is because whether I win or lose, I'm still getting my points regardless, or getting my points taken away regardless. If I lose, too bad, I lose. If I win, awesome, I fucking win. If they don't want a rematch, I'll just find some other person to fight. It's an auto queue. It's not like I have to manually walk outside of my house to search for somebody to fight. I don't have to go to the lounge and then just find somebody to fight for ranked. Like, it's not that big of a deal. So sometimes it is a really fun match and they won and done. That's too bad. I wish I could play another match with them. And if I want to play another match with them so bad, I can play with them casually. I can add them, since that's a thing you can do in Tekken 8 now. I could add them and do some casual matches. I could do some first 10s, first to 5s. And yeah, that is a bit more of a hassle than just doing death matches, or just doing your best of 3. But if you care about it that much, that is an easy way to go about it. But there's like a little type of flowchart or an excuse for everybody complaining about one and dones. It's from what I've seen, this is the first flowchart. It's something small, but it's something I've noticed. The initial question: did I win? If so, was it an easy win or was it a hard win? If it was an easy win, then they're canceling the next match because they're either scared to lose or they're save scumming. But if it was a hard win for you, then they're save scumming because they know they're going to have to try just as hard to win their other matches. And then there's the other side. Did I win? If not, was it an easy win for them? If it was easy for them, then they just don't want to be downloaded. They're playing in such a scummy way. I can download them. I can beat them if I really put my mind to it. Or they cancel because they're save scumming. Now, if it was a hard win for them, they don't want to try any harder than they have to get their points. So they're save scumming. This is like such a disgusting way of looking at it, honestly. I think one and dones can be irritating, but I don't think they're really that big of an issue. Yes, there are some people who do one and dones just to get higher ranks and stuff like that. But if they're a higher rank and you're still in red ranks, then let them be blue, let them be purple. You're still going to be fighting with red ranks. And yeah, there are some cases where when you're in red, you have to fight purple sometimes. But there are restrictions for that, which is fine. But I honestly see no issue in doing one match and then leaving. Some people argue that ranked is supposed to simulate a more serious, competitive side of Tekken, which is true. It is a very competitive side, but this is not a bracket. You don't need to complete this entire set just to move on to the next person. If somebody leaves, that's too bad for you. If they beat you super easy and you want to lose double points, go ahead. Beg them for a rematch, I guess. And on the other side of the coin, I see people complaining about boosting and people complaining about preying on lower level players, lower experienced players. Now, if you win a match easy and want to complete those 2 full matches for double the points, if we're looking at it in a super black and white world, yes, you are playing them and taking super easy points to get a higher rank. And if they don't want to play, they don't want to lose those double points just because you're better than them. They know they can't win, so they can leave. It's like a lose-lose situation if you ever won and done anybody. Whether you beat them or you don't. I don't think ranked is a place to even like sit there and learn matchups, because that's an excuse I heard too, is that you're gonna want to play both matches in ranked, because how else are you supposed to learn the character? Well, there's a way to do that. You can go to the lab, you can play quick play, or you can go to the lounge to learn matchups. Ranked is where you're supposed to know what you're doing, just like a tournament setting, like they say. Just like a tournament setting, nobody in a tournament is gonna do fucking Azu saying is running 3-2 constantly while you're like, hold on, let me sidestep that, let me see what I can do about it. Nobody's gonna fucking do that. So when this hypothetical person in my head is simultaneously saying play both matches to learn the matchup, and saying you should play these matches like you're in a ranked and competitive setting, those don't go back to back. Those don't connect in any way. Those are complete opposites. If you're supposed to be playing like it's a tournament setting, why would you play to learn? Like, you're playing to win at that point. I understand you can learn during a tournament setting, but it's not as easy to learn as just casual matches and taking in information in your own controlled environment like practice mode. But it's whatever. I got one and done like 10 times yesterday, whether I won or lost. And I'm here living today. I don't think it's that big of an issue. I think the main thing that gets in the way is ego. You lose and you're like, I can beat them. They're just, not playing right. They're just doing this too much. They're just doing that too much. It's ego that gets in the way. And if they lose, it's they're so scared to lose again. Oh, why don't they just learn the matchup? I need my points. It's never just the other person doesn't want to play. It's always the most extreme of either cases. It's so like toxic to yourself, honestly. Cause that person doesn't care, but you care immensely. It's just so much. But that's my point on it. Like I didn't necessarily make this video to shit on like any specific person or anybody in general. It's just my point of view of it. So I don't know. Do you agree? Do you disagree? I feel like I hear a lot of talk about this being an issue, but not enough talk about why you shouldn't really care. So, yeah.